calling me like the building was on fire. My name's Michael Patterson. I'm 49 years old, and until that conversation with my boss, I thought I knew exactly where my career was heading. Turns out I was wrong about a lot of things. I've been at Pinnacle Systems for 8 years now. Before that, I spent 12 years in the Navy handling logistics operations. When you're responsible for getting supplies to ships halfway around the world, you learn pretty quick that details matter. Every system, every process, every backup plan, they all have to work perfectly or people get hurt. That mindset served me well in corporate America, maybe too well. When I started at Pinnacle, the operations department was a complete disaster. My predecessor had left without any documentation, no handover notes, nothing. It was like walking into a house where someone had cut all the electrical wires and removed all the labels. I spent the first 6 months rebuilding everything from scratch, working until midnight most nights, coming in on weekends, mapping out every process, and creating detailed guides for everything. My son Jake was only 7 then. This was about 5 years after my wife Sarah passed from cancer, and I remember him asking why Daddy was always at work. But I thought it would pay off eventually. That's what they tell you, right? Work hard, keep your head down, and you'll get recognized. For 8 years, I was the guy who made sure everything ran smoothly. When our biggest client, Granite Industries, had urgent requests, I was the one who stayed late to handle them. When systems crashed, I fixed them. When processes broke down, I rebuilt them. I created training materials, documented every workflow, and basically became the institutional memory of the entire operations department. Richard Wells became my boss about 3 years ago. Nice enough guy, about 45, very focused on the big picture stuff. The problem was he never bothered to learn any of the actual systems. Why would he? I had everything running so smoothly that he could focus on strategic planning and executive meetings. What I didn't know was that Richard had other plans for the department. His son Austin had just graduated with an MBA from Northwestern. 26 years old, smart kid, but he'd never worked a day in operations. Never handled a crisis at 2 a.m., never had to explain to an angry client why their shipment was delayed, never had to rebuild a system from nothing. The promotion meeting happened on a Tuesday. I'd prepared a comprehensive presentation showing how I'd improved efficiency by 35% over the past 2 years, reduced errors by 60%, and personally managed the Granite Industries relationship that brought in $8 million annually. Richard flipped through my portfolio for maybe 5 minutes before setting it aside. "I appreciate everything you've done, Michael," he said, not really looking at me. "But I've been thinking about the direction of this department. We need fresh perspectives, new energy. Austin will be joining us next month as Senior Operations Manager." Senior Operations Manager.